much as I'm feeling this hairstyle right here. Take a look, take a look. It's just so fabulous. Step into the world of fabulosity, honeys. Everybody, thank you so much for the overwhelming support that you guys have been showing, especially over the past week. I really do appreciate it. Now, if you're coming on here for the first time, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell beside the button so you'll be first to know when I post a video. And I'll just go ahead and give you a quick second to do that. Okay, thank you guys. I want you to comment, like, share, and of course subscribe. Also, I want you to leave some comments about my eyebrows, something that I've been experimenting with. Let me know if you like them, if you don't like them, how I can improve on them. And so that's going to be interesting what you guys come up with. But thank you in advance. So let's get to this tutorial. I'm starting off by moisturizing the hair with water, aloe vera juice, and vegetable glycerin. Yes, guys, I've incorporated this ingredient in my water mixture because of the moisturizing benefits. And can I tell you that my hair has been feeling much softer and moisturized as a result of this. Now, I'm just going to throw some Cant Shea butter in there, leave-in conditioner, and this I'm going to be applying to the ends of my hair, and this is going to provide some additional moisture. You can't go wrong with too much moisture on the hair, and so that's what I'm using this one for. So I'm just getting it all over on the ends of my hair. Now, as I work that in with my fingers, I'm kind of like positioning the hair in the direction that it will fall and doing a slight detangle. Next, I'll add my oil mixture. This one is coconut oil, olive oil, and almond oil. You can really just throw on any combination of oils that you want, really, because I'm using the oils here to seal and to provide shine. Now that I focused on the ends, now I'm throwing out some more, and this I'll focus on the edges and those areas that will be left out, because I really want the shine to come through with this hairstyle. So I'm just working that in from the edges all the way to the ends. Now I take my brush and I'm using the ends, or the sides rather, of this brush, and I'm using that to just sleek back my edges. I'll actually post the card somewhere on the screen explaining why I use this actual brush. So please, all the purists, naturalistas out there, don't come get me for this one. But hopefully you look at the video and see why I have chosen to use this. I'm using my Eco Styler gel for hold and also to sleek back my edges. And naturally, I'm going to focus this on the edges of my hair, to the front section, to the back section. And then I'm just going to use my fingers to work that in right through on those areas. And as I do this, I'm also just positioning my hair again in the direction that the hairstyle is expected to fall in a little later on. And I'm also going to be using my brush to reinforce that. And as you already know, I use the sides of my brush to do that. So I'm just going to gently just sleek back my edges in the direction again that I want the hair to fall. Not too much stress on the edges. Once I'm done with that, I'm just going to pull for my trusty shoelace. Yes, everybody, my trusty shoelace. No longer use them in my shoe. So it's going to work well for this style. I'm just going to throw that around my neck, leaving out the two open ends to the front and ensuring that they're even after which I'll just put both sides up around the back of my ears. And really I'm doing this to ensure that when I do the pull up, all the edges are nicely captured as I do the pull up. Now I'm going to assist the process by just using my hands to pull the shoelace along the back of my head all the way to the top. And this will minimize the amount of stress. If you had used just the shoelace to pull the hair up, then it may have done it a little bit too tightly or tighter than we really need it to. Once I've done that, then I'm going to tie the front and pull backwards. And just tie that up, right? And I'm going to be creating 2 knots. Once I'm comfortable with how tight it is, you don't want it too tight lest you get a headache a little later on. So I'm just going to create 2 knots just to close those ends that are open. And you've got to be careful here because we don't want any of the hairs that are left out to get captured in the knots, lest when you take this hairstyle down, you might see some unnecessary breakage. So we want to totally avoid that. Once I'm comfortable with the knots properly tied, then I just do a slight detangle with my fingers really. So we're going to section this portion of the hair in preparation for the puffs. So I'm looking at a T kind of formation where I'm going to have 1 to the front, 1 to the back, and 1 on each side in a T formation. I'm just going to twist that section of the hair, and then I'm going to use my sectioning clip to reinforce the hair, and I'm going to repeat that for the other 3 sections. So I'm going to go into fast mode right now and just twist up the other 2 sections, and then I'm going to be treating with each section separately. This is pretty much what it looks like after I've sectioned all 4 pieces of hair. I'm just going to pull down that front section and further subdivide that into 2. Gonna be using my sectioning clip just to get that bit of hair out of the way. And then I'm going to be commencing my detangling process using my medium-sized wide tooth comb. I'm treating with from the ends of my hair all the way to the top of the portion that has been left out. Just trying to get as much of the tangles out. And I'm going to follow now with my Denman brush because I'm really going for a very sleek look here. So you want to ensure that all the tangles are out. Now I'm just going to put 2 strand twist, very loose one to the end of that section. Then I'm just going to roll it up underneath, forming a nice little curl, puffed kind of curl. Then I'm going to be using my hairpins to just reinforce that. Hairpins are a natural girl's best friend, right? Really wonderful accessory, wonderful tool for natural hair. So just getting that fully in place, and I'm going to be repeating with the other section. So I'm just going to pull that down now, and I'm going to detangle. You would have done some amount of detangling before you start this style, and you would have seen me using my fingers to just do that initially. So I go again with my medium-sized white tooth comb, and basically I am comfortable with the level of detangle that it gave me, so I'm not going to follow up with my Denman brush. So I do my 2 strand twist and just roll that up underneath, right up, and that will actually sit on top of the first one. Then again, I guess you would have guessed by now, we're using hairpins, more hairpins to reinforce that one sitting on top, and you can see the formation coming through already. I'm actually going to go into fast mode now to show you how I complete this hairstyle, and it's looking quite lovely.